Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
Title: Mill tries to hijack daughter's first birthday, DH goes nuclear, and it was glorious. Hi everyone, long-time lurker, first-time poster. I've spent years reading your stories and feeling seen, but I never thought I'd have a tale quite like this to share about my own mill, Allison. After what happened yesterday, I finally feel justified putting it all out there. A little background: my husband, Oliver, and I have a beautiful daughter, Lily, who just turned 1. We decided to host her first birthday party at a lovely little pavilion in a local park. We kept the guest list small, close family, and a few friends. Crucially, Oliver and I meticulously planned everything ourselves: the theme, the cake, the decorations, the food. We did this because Oliver's mother, Allison, has a long, storied history of taking over any family event, turning it into the Allison show, and making it all about her. She'd frequently bring her own unwanted food, often something we specifically said no to due to allergies or simply not fitting the menu, unsolicited elaborate decorations, and sometimes even her own uninvited friends. So Oliver and I had a very direct conversation with Allison 2 weeks before the party. We explained that this was our celebration for Lily, and while we'd love her to attend, she was not to bring any additional food, not to bring any extra decorations, and absolutely not to bring uninvited guests. We made it clear that if she did, there would be consequences. She, of course, scoffed and said we were being ridiculous and controlling, but we stood firm. Oliver even said, "Mom, this is our last word on it. Respect our wishes or don't come." We thought we had finally gotten through. Fast forward to yesterday. The party is in full swing. Lily is adorable, smashing her cake. Everyone is happy. Then Allison arrives. And oh my God, you guys, she didn't just arrive. She arrived with a full, steaming catering tray of her famous lasagna, which we explicitly said we weren't having. A giant, glitter-covered banner that read, "Grandma Allison's sweetheart Lily" in a truly ghastly font, and 2 of her bridge club friends in tow. She practically marched up to our food table, pushing past my friend Bailey, and declared loudly, "Don't worry, everyone. Grandma Allison has saved the day with proper food and real decorations. You know, for a first birthday." She started to unfurl her banner right next to our carefully chosen "Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star" décor. My heart sank. My blood ran cold. I looked at Oliver, expecting him to be mortified, but instead, I saw a calm, resolute fire in his eyes. He slowly put down Lily, who was thankfully distracted by a balloon, and pulled out his phone. He walked over to Allison, took her gently but firmly by the arm, and guided her a few steps away from the immediate group. He spoke in a low but clear voice that carried across the pavilion. "Mom, what did Rhea and I tell you about bringing food, decorations, and uninvited guests?" Allison tried to simper. "Oh, Oliver, I just thought you needed help. The food looked so sparse, and in that banner is just perfect for my sweet grandbaby." Oliver held up his phone. "Dad, are you on speaker? Good. Mom, you are being asked to leave. Now, your friends can stay if they choose, but you need to take your lasagna and your banner and go home. You have repeatedly disrespected our boundaries, and this is the consequence we warned you about." Then my FIL, Norman, a man of few but impactful words, came through the phone. "Allison, you come home right now. Oliver and Rhea set simple rules. You broke them. You have no one to blame but yourself." Allison's face went from simpering to absolute fury, then to a watery-eyed poor me act. She started, "But my grandpa." Oliver cut her off, his voice like steel. "No, go. This is not up for debate." Her 2 friends looked like they wanted to sink into the ground. Allison, realizing the game was up and half the park was watching, snatched her banner, huffed, grabbed her lasagna, and I swear, she nearly dropped it on her way out and stormed past me without a word. My FIL's firm voice could be heard on the phone saying, "I'm serious, Allison. Get in your car." Honestly, I was so shocked and proud of Oliver, I almost cried. It was humiliating for Allison, sure, but after years of her making every event uncomfortable, it felt like a massive weight lifted. The rest of the party was lovely, albeit a little quiet at first as people processed what happened. Now, I'm just bracing for the fallout. Any advice on how to handle the inevitable guilt-tripping and accusations that will follow? The community offered support, advising Rhea to prepare for Allison's inevitable backlash, reinforce Oliver's firm stance, and continue to prioritize their family's well-being by maintaining strict boundaries. Many suggested a period of timeout for Allison to reflect on her actions. User Stand Your Ground Girl said, "OMG, Oliver is my hero. That was absolute perfection. You guys did exactly what you said you would, and that's crucial for boundary stompers. Expect the guilt trip of a lifetime, but remember, she chose this consequence. You two hold strong. Maybe a nice long timeout for Allison is in order." User Been There Done That commented, "The public humiliation, the FIL on speaker, chef's kiss. My Mill tried to bring her entire bingo group to our gender reveal after we said family only. We ended up just leaving the venue and going home. It was chaotic, but it got the message across. You absolutely did the right thing, Rhea. Don't second-guess yourselves." User Just Asking for a Friend offered, "While I agree boundaries are important, do you think perhaps calling FIL and making a public scene was a bit much for a first birthday? Couldn't Oliver have just quietly pulled her aside and told her to put the items in her car?"
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.